Hello, my student. Let we solve the question about a linear function. In the first question, he says, in a linear function, if A less than C, which of the following statement will never be true? For the first thing, if we have a linear function, when f of x equal just sum of x, we don't need the y-intercept. The slope here may becomes positive and may becomes a negative. Let we assume A as a 2 and C as a 5 or any two number. Let we do it when the slope is positive and the slope is negative. Now here we have 2x and we have 5x and we have negative 2x and negative 5x. Now if we substitute any number as x in the 2 function, as example here, let we substitute the 3. 2 times 3 it comes 6. 5 times 3 it comes a 15. Here it's a negative 6, here it's a negative 15 as a y. Now here 15 is greater than 6, but negative 6 is greater than negative 15. So may becomes the y greater than or less than, but will never comes equal. Why? It comes equal in just one case. That case if x equals 0 without y-intercept. 0 times anything is 0. But he says A less than C. So it will never be equal. Only one. Let me go to the next question. That's a very important question. VIP question, cause always repeated. He says, what is an equation line that's a perpendicular to the line who's an equation? So the first thing, we can find the slope for the perpendicular line. Why? Because we have the slope. Now flip the slope, it comes a 5 over 3 and switch the sign. Now that's the slope for the perpendicular. If you look for the answer, you can cancel 1 and cancel 4. Now, and that he says in the question that passing through the point 3, negative 6. Passing through that point, which means the point when x equal 3, the y equal negative 6. So it satisfies that point. Now take the x, substitution in the function, and look which one given us a negative 6. Let we do it. The first one, it's negative 5 over 3 times, as x comes 3, and it's a plus 11. The answer is 6, so incorrect. For the next one, it comes a negative 1. Negative 1, which equal a negative 6. So the answer is 3. Here, the line. The next one, he says, what is the equation of the line that contains the point? So if we have an y and x plane, we have a point negative 5 with 2 passing through the line. So that point, it should be in the line. And he says it's parallel to the y-axis. That's a y. So the line comes like that, parallel to y-axis. And a perpendicular for x-axis, now it's a perpendicular, it's 90 degree. He says, what is the equation? For the first thing, if we have a vertical line, and vertical line, that means our equation, it's x equal a number and equal an x number, which means a negative 5. So that's the solution, x equal a negative 5.